go fishing. Boom. Put this camera up, we're running to the first spot, not very far. First stop. Get this camera set up. Squeak, squeak. Let's see if we got something biting this morning. Turn on the depth finder. First cast of the morning. Gotta set the drag. I put new line on here. Always a common mistake. You put new line, you have the drag all loose, then you forget to tighten it. They're jumping. I think that was trash fish. All right, fish finder. All right, here we go. First little stretch. With a bad cast. Try that again. All right. There we go. cold front blowing in later. The wind hasn't kicked in yet. It's gonna switch, blowing strong out of the north. This is like 30 miles an hour. A lot of times before the front hits, the fish start biting. So we're out here waiting on it. I don't have much. I have a little bit of time this morning, maybe an hour to do this. Got a jerk bait ready to put on too. Been wanting to try one of those. Next fishing trip, definitely gonna try one if I don't do it today. Put some new line on here. I put 14-pound. Some old Berkeley Vanish, just probably like a 10-year-old pack of line. It still works pretty good. It wasn't dried out or anything. I kept it inside, that helps. If it was in the boat, summertime would have got to it. There went a bite. A little pull on the back treble hook. See if he does it again. Nope. One more time. Okay. Nope. Go over here. All right, we should be getting a first bite here in a minute. Can almost feel it. A few waves coming through from the boat that just went by. So y'all probably see me wiggling around up here. Looping the line. There we go. think we're about to have a time change. They call it fallback, gain an hour. That means it's gonna get dark early, get light earlier. Would be some, give me some more time fishing in the morning before work. I don't know what I think about the time change. It's good. Sometimes it's like, no, can we just keep it the same? I think that's happening this weekend. Anybody know? All right, fishy. You should be right there. Come check the chat here in just a minute. If anyone's got questions or comments, I'd like to see what's going on out there. And that's a bush. I can see it. All right, we're good. Okay. We're gonna hit a new spot. Gotta keep find the fish. Looking for a big one though. Nothing. Bird back there working some bait fish. Hiding. Can't see him right now. There he is. To the right. And way on a bush. I have to get this one. I was back there watching this bird and he just flew off. And I got snagged on a bush. All right, got it out of the water at least. There we go. right, we gotta make a quick move. Not far away at all. It's like 30-second drive. Take a peek at these chats. See what we got going on this morning. Yeah, that reel's making some noise. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for the sub. Coach, Harmo, and looks like Jay Fishing Outdoors. All right, we're gonna hit up the next spot just across the lake, not far at all. I'm gonna try this little deep water bluff for a sec. Then we'll go back shallow. We're gonna fish about 15 feet deep, see if they're out here on this bluff. Sometimes they hang around these boat docks all night. A lot of them have green lights on and they stay in this area pretty much all day. Catch them in the morning hanging out around the outskirts. We'll give it a try. So I'm gonna throw a deep diver once I get by this bluff wall, but for now I think I'm gonna throw my little crankbait at. Really like to throw a jig, but we ain't got time. A lot of cables across there. A lot of cables. Y'all see that? That's probably where they're at too. All right, I'm gonna throw the deep diver. It's fun catching them on this. It's like a 100-yard little stretch. We're gonna try it. Probably get about 5 casts before we have to leave, depending on how fast I fish it. Maybe like 7 or 8 casts. That was already 2. it out here right now. Come on, fishy, fishy. Get that early morning 5-pounder. Just running this crankbait along this bluff wall, trying to hit it off the rocks. There's a few scattered bushes down there too. Be good if I could hit one of those. There we go, that's the cast we want. Real close to the edge. There's some brush. Just going through it right now. Coming through the brush. I just knew I was gonna have a bite right there. Come on, buddy. We're gonna go a little further back, the other side. Nothing. All right. That got buried in something. I don't think that's coming out. So we're gonna fish our way to it with different bait, just in case there's something there. So I gotta reel this one in as we go. That's not where I wanted to cast it. In case you're wondering, I got one crankbait stuck in a bush on this rod that's between my legs, but I'm fishing with another crankbait until we get up to it, because I don't want to spook the fish out. I want to at least try to fish this bush. Now, if I was in a tournament, you could not do this. You can only have one rod and bait in the lake at a time, even though you're not fishing with that one. It's in the lake. You're supposed to only have one. But we are not tournament fishing. We're just having fun. And we gotta get the bait already. Looks like my line's caught on this bush first. Ah. Oh no. Yeah, water clarity's no good. Come on. I don't want to lose this one. All right, gotta get my trusty lure retriever. Only problem is the string's wrapped around the bush, so that makes it tough. Can't really see the bait. Now this thing usually works. I don't see the bait. I'm afraid the line sunk on top of this bush and it's really not where my lure is, but we're about to find out. We can manhandle this bush with this on here. Okay, okay. Putting up a fight. I hope y'all are laughing. Just a second, folks. I will be back. I'm gonna be halfway in the water grabbing this on the other side of the boat. We got some waves coming too. This makes it nice and challenging. Come on, you fucking bush. You're freaking kidding me. Well, the camera fell. I got you guys. All right, had a boat come by, make some big waves, and the camera almost fell in again. That's happened once before. Heck, last time I was out. Now let me finish what I was doing and grab this bait. This is part of the fun right here. All right, I'm just gonna have to break it. Bad example. Well, it took longer than expected. Sorry about that. Just gotta grab this bait now. There it is, guys. All that's right here. It's crazy. All right, sorry, that took a long time, but got it. As you can see, I don't give up on this stupid stuff, but I wasted some time. We got our bait back, folks. Some good line. I'm using fluorocarbon. This is 15 pound. It did not break, and I was trying to break it. We got the bait back. That's good. It's real good. All right, now we can get back to our regularly scheduled program. Got Mr. Crankbait back. That's crazy. It's gonna retie it real quick. All right. That's fine. All right, little guys, let's get it. That's a bunch of little bait, is what I'm talking about. I don't know if you can see them jumping out of the water, but there's some little shad. All right, that was a fun stop. Put all these rods right here. These ones right here. Strap them down. We're gonna move. That little spot, we wasted time. I ain't gonna lie. Put this lure saver up. Thing extends to like 18 feet. Comes in handy. It's paid for itself over and over. I can tell you that. Hey, Cornelius, yep, I remember your name. Yeah, I was hung up on some brush. Thanks for hanging in there and watching, but we got it. All right, I'm almost sweating from all that. Let's go catch a cool breeze. We're gonna run to this shallow flat up here. We're on Lake Travis. Good golly, it's already 8:40 over here. How'd it get so late? Fishing in Texas. Hot this morning. Well, not hot, 72, but it's supposed to be like 45 in the next shoot tomorrow morning, I believe. I'll probably get out here on Friday morning. Tomorrow morning, I doubt I'll get out here, but Friday morning, most likely. It's supposed to get super windy today. I guess it would help if I put the trolling motor in the lake. Yeah, that'll help. What do y'all think? A nice sunrise. Coming through the clouds, pretty, pretty. Now let's get this largemouth bass. We're about 15 feet deep right here. These bushes are more like 5 feet, a little drop off. We're floating over the drop off. Bushes are, of course, up shallow. Yeah, this reel's talking to me this morning. It's saying, feed me some grease. It's always been a noisy reel. Got some that are a lot quieter. Got to change the speed up every once in a while. Give a little pause, motion, a little jerk, pause, go. Usually if they're following it and do that, that's when they hit it. If you don't, they just usually follow it all the way to the boat and then turn around, and you don't catch them. A little stop and go. Vary the speed. Deflect it off something. Rocks, brush. It rained about 2 days ago, 3 inches in the lake. It turned dirty again. Seems like they're not biting as good. That'll change too. After this cold front, it's gonna bring everything up shallow. Should get some good topwater action in the next few days. They should start doing that fall pattern when they school. That'd be sweet. Haven't quite done that yet here. Come on now. I know they're right there. They probably need me to slow down with a Cinco weightless worm, fish super slow. I don't think I can do that this morning though. Maybe if I caught one or two real quick on this, then yeah. I don't know if there's that many fish in this little pocket. Still trying to locate them. They were in here. They probably moved out deeper. One just jumped behind me. It was not a bass. Looked like a gar. It's crazy. Crazy fish. There's one. Finally. It feels like a good one. Stay down. They're not bad. Pretty decent. I'll take him. Spot lock. He ate that thing. Largemouth bass, that's what we wanted. All right. Give it a quick look at that guy. Probably right at 14 inches. Hold him out real far, it makes him look real big. All right, we're gonna catch some more. Check comments too. This is Lake Travis. All right, we're gonna catch another one. He was about 10 feet deep, or she. Looked like it had eggs. Already starting to stack up, it looked like. I don't know though, that's kind of early. Some people think, I mean, they do spawn in December in Texas, but I think that's too early for Lake Travis. It hadn't even got cold yet. Probably a belly full of shad, if you ask me. Let me see if I can get a better camera angle. Maybe if I put it up here. There, that's good. All right, we just caught us maybe a 2-pounder. At least we know they're around here. We're gonna try to catch another one. Fish, we're sitting in about, the boat's 15 feet deep and we're casting a little bit towards the shoreline and it's about 10 feet deep where I just caught this one. Hit it pretty good. There's gotta be some more right here. Usually I'll catch 2 or 3, same area. I really wish I had somebody fishing with me in the back with a Cinco weightless. I think we would be able to tell, you know, how many fish are wanting a slower bait, but my friend I asked could not go. He had a 9 o'clock presentation and I can only fish till about 9:30 anyway. Now the dogs are barking. Earlier it was quiet, couldn't hear anything. No cars, no motors, no weed eaters, no dogs. And now everything's going at once. Dogs, lawnmower, weed eater, leaf blower, boats, vehicles. Everybody's waking up. Noisy. Y'all see that wake right there? That's a gar. He's right there. He just came up, got air. Looked like about 2-3 footer. There's another one to the left, outside the camera. I do have a crossbow, but not with me, and it's rigged for shooting fishing arrows with a string and everything. We might have to break that out for a few videos. They're getting out of control. Look at that big bush. You know there's some fish in it. Speaking of bush, we're about to go through one right here. But like, that one right there. Man, throw a swim jig through it. Let me turn the camera. Y'all can see it. This one right here. Look at that. See, when you get your lure on a crankbait or a lipless crankbait rattle trap, you ain't got to grab it. Just hit the rod like this. It usually untangles. See that? Quick tip and tricks coming to you from Chad Outdoors. Now there's some birds getting after it. Y'all hear that? Those are those killdeer, killdees, whatever you want to call them. Killdees. I feel like there's a joke like that. No, seriously, that's the name of the bird though. They're a little white and brown bird, the ring around their neck. They run around on the ground. They have ground nests, and what they'll do is flap their wings whenever they see somebody and try to make you walk away from their nest. There's a whole thing about it. Anyway, we're getting shallow. I'm gonna go out a little deeper again. Right there. Probably a fish out here on this deep bush. If I was a betting man, I'd be betting $10. Oh, that's a bush. Don't want to break it. It usually pulls through these bushes. They're just pointy tips. Doesn't feel like it's coming through that one. Somebody should have bet me. They would have had $10 because when he caught this bush, there still could be a bass out there though. All right, try this one. I hate doing this one. It does work though. There it is. Yeah, if you use your rod to knock the lure off the boat dock or the cable or the tree underwater, it works good, but just don't do it too hard because it can knock the tip of the guide tip off the rod right out. I've had that happen. So it's a toss-up. It's like, do I want to save my bait? How much is my bait? How much is the new rod tip? But if it's not stuck too bad, it doesn't hurt it just to gently push it. But you see the guys taking the reel off and like throwing the rod, sliding it down the line from 20 feet away. Now that's brave. I might do that with some other certain like ugly sticks, but man, not these expensive rods. One other little bush. You can barely see him. I'm gonna try this deeper bush. Right there, boom. Another one to the left of it, barely see it sticking up. All right, one more cast. We're gonna head to a new spot. Making that reel sing. Okay. We did get a 2-pounder so far. Not bad. Anybody that knows bass fishing, you could go from catching just one fish to 10 fish, or one fish all day. That's just how it goes. But they've been biting pretty good lately, except for this rain threw them off a little bit. Another quick boat ride. Camera's coming down. There we go. All right, I got oil in the boat. We're gonna oil it for you. We're gonna see if it makes a difference in real time. All right? Sound good, Francis? Wood and a Ned rig, yeah. All right. Yeah, I love laydowns. It's hard for me not to throw a jig on the laydown. We're gonna hit this point. Check the forward facing sonar. Anything out in front of that point? If so, we got a plastic minnow for him. I don't see anything out there. And it drops off fast. The boat's in 25 feet deep right now. There's one, a turtle. What's he trying to tell me? That's trash. What did I catch? Yep. Keeping an eye on the graph. Now this dude got wrapped up. Rocks and trees and a creek. Doesn't look bad, does it? Oh yeah, I was supposed to oil this reel. There's a fish. He's coming right towards the boat. Stay down. All right, little dude, thanks for your bite. Where's mama? Not the giant one we need. I need to oil this reel, but I'm not gonna oil it now. Get out of this little corner. This corner's looking juicy. Gotta be one more in there, right? We might go weightless fluke. Work it back from the back. What do y'all think? I think so. One more cast with this lipless, and we're gonna go with this weightless fluke real quick. See if we can't get one to bite it. It's right here. Weightless fluke, ready to go. Here, I'll turn the boat so you can see what it's fishing. That looks so good. You folks are just joining for the first time ever. We're going to be fishing probably Friday when it gets real cold. Should change things up, make it interesting. Go ahead and sub and you'll see my live. Depends on what time I go out. Maybe Friday morning, could be Friday midday. Depends on the work schedule. But this lake needs a good cooling off. It's still real close to 80 degrees in the afternoon. Once it gets in like mid 70s, even lower 70s, it turns on. We're talking about like 30 fish catches, no problem. Not none of this one fish every 20 minutes or something. All right, I'm gonna put a drop of oil on this reel. Y'all let me know how much better it sounds. All right, I got this Lucas. And no, I'm not sponsored by any of these dudes, but just trying to share what I use. I'm using some Lucas reel oil. Keep it in the boat. I think the label's already worn off of it. I'm just gonna put 1 or 2 drops on it. Pop the side plate off. Pop the side plate off like that. And put a drop on the bearing on the inside. 1 drop, you don't want to overdo it. It ain't come out yet. Come on, dude. Nothing coming out. There we go. All right, it's coming out now. And then 1 drop on the real like tip of the shaft of this spool. And we're gonna take the spool out. There's a bearing on the inside of the spool and then 1 on the inside. It should make it quieter. Taking this line off, it's wrapped around this spool quick. It just a quick sec. All right, now put it back together. Boom, boom. Don't drop it in the lake. And put this oil back up. Let's see if that sounds better. It's gonna take a few cranks to get it lubed up. Let's see. Not much better. It's gonna take a few casts. It still casts good though. This one might need another drop of oil. Oh, 2 bites in 1 cast. No lips. Boat ramp with a bunch of trash around it. Trash like floating debris and stuff. Big old tree up there on the sidewalk. Fish usually like boat ramps. I know this morning I put the boat in, there's a bunch of bait out there in front of it. That felt nice. See if we can get this one unhooked. I set the hook pretty good in whatever it was. I wasn't going to take any chances. Oh yeah, nice little piece of hardwood down there. See, not bad. I didn't have to bang the rod tip too hard. Just a little push. There should have been a fish on that. Like that's crazy. There wasn't. Maybe it needed that Ned rig bouncing around on it. There's one. All right, little dude, chill. Gonna rip your lips all up. All right, they're biting a little more often now. We're good. Still on the quest for the giant, but we'll take these little bonus fish in between. That there one was a Guadalupe bass. Guadalupe bass, just like a largemouth bass, but typically a little smaller mouth. They kind of have a coloring like a smallmouth, and they have a little patch on their tongue, like a spotted bass does. So if you know all the different types of bass, you'll know what I'm talking about with that tongue patch. Next one I catch, I'll show you the tongue patch. Fishing a jig, that jig comes flying out. They had that little tooth. I feel like, hey, wouldn't lose them. Hey, I'm already thinking about lunch. I think barbecue sounds good today. I haven't had any in a while. Texas got some good barbecue. And yeah, I can cook my own too, but I don't have anything on the smoker right now, so probably got to go buy some. See, if you notice the bushes, like you got these feathery looking ones, and then now also we have this nasty looking unmanaged like ball of stuff. It's probably where the fish are, because it's the only one like that right around here. They're just weird like that. Let's see if they can make a liar out of me. There should be one by it. Probably is. Just being stingy. Not wanting to play. Just gotta take your picture, dude, and throw you back in. We just got hung up on a big laydown. Sometimes you can pull those laydowns, they roll over, and then the lure comes out like that. And that's a freaking thorn bush right there. That's fun. Another thorn bush. I don't know how much time I have left to fish. I think close to 9:30. I've got to be up and out of here quick. Hopefully it's not that close to 9:30 yet. I think it's about 9:15. Dang, 9:17. Yep, those worms would work. All right, I'm gonna fish to the end of this little cut and have to call it. Somebody's asking about shark fishing. No, there's no sharks out here. It's freshwater. Almost there. Trying to keep the bait going the whole time, searching for fish. I know I could slow down with a worm. If I got 3 or 4 minutes to fish, I'm just trying to catch those ones that are set up ready to eat. We'll get back out here and we can do some slower fishing. I know someone mentioned Ned rig. I'm definitely going to do some of that for you. Topwater action is going to get crazy after this cold front. It's going to be fun to see. It's supposed to cool off. It's 75 now. It's going to get 45 in one day. It's cold for Texas. Looking forward to it. All right, we're coming around the corner of this pocket. Makes a little point. That's where the fish should be. There's one. Hit it pretty good. Feels pretty nice. Yeah, he's decent. Stay on, barely hooked. All right, now I got a grip on it. right where he should have been. Pretty chunky little dude. Thanks for the fight. Almost had another one. Y'all see that? Too bad it's time to about go. If you want to sub, I'll be out here doing this again. It's only going to get better when it cools off. I promise you that. We'll get some action going. It's been a nice morning though. Get the day started. Get the good vibes going. Gotta love fishing. Big eagle up there. Did y'all see him fly by? That's pretty. Oh! Come here, eagle. I'll feed you like that. Shoot, I wish I would have saw him. I'd held him up like that one dude did. All right, we're gonna throw a weightless fluke in there. I'm gonna come read the chats before we close out this video. Yeah, wacky rig would have been nice in that brush. Thank the Lord for blessings to be able to fish. Amen to that. Got so much to fish. I'm out of time today. I've got to get back to the house, log in, and start working my job. Wish I could be out here longer. I'll have a day where I can come out here all day. Anyway, it's fun just to get out, check on a few spots, catch some fish, see what people are talking about. Appreciate everyone who's watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna cut up and have some fun on some of these soon. If I get some time during the day, I'll jump back on the live. So if you guys want to sub, check me out later. Doing all kinds of stuff, fishing, outdoors, whatever it may be. Anyway, thanks again. We're gonna sign off for now. What's up, Jackson? I'm just headed out. Thank you.